But in the end, Yanal Ashmouz, the pride of Israel, the Red Fox, got the win and improved to 7-0. And I'm very excited to talk to this young man. So without further ado, let us say hello to Yanal. Hello, Yanal. How are you? Shalom.
Shalom. How's it going? How are you?
It's going great. It's great to have you on the show, and congratulations on the big win. You just won your UFC debut in very impressive fashion in 75 seconds in just your seventh pro fight. Does this feel real?
Oh, it feels like a dream, to be honest. But yeah, man. I mean, I was into it, and I just went for it, and we just knocked him out. It was pretty
Incredible.
cool.
Did you think you would knock him out? Like when you were envisioning the fight, did you think that it would go down like that?
Yeah. Actually, I was like planning to knock him out. I was also planning like the first round, but I wasn't planning the first minute. But
Yeah.
it's like better.
Yes, of course. And honestly, like I said, I think it went a little long, right? Like I don't know if you've rewatched it, but it could have been 60 seconds the fight.
Yeah. If the referee stopped it earlier, yeah, it could be like 60 seconds. Yeah.
In that moment, are you thinking to yourself like, "Oh gosh, I don't want to keep punching this guy"?
No. Like when you're in situation, you don't know too much what's going on. Especially like the opponent's head because he was moving. So I was like trying my best to finish him so he can stop moving because he might like get out of it and he stand up and you continue. So you missed your chance. So I was going like all out. I was waiting for the referee to stop. So and then he stopped and I was happy. Like finally.
Right. Did you see afterwards? He was clearly out of it. It was like he was wrestling the referee.
That moment I didn't see because I was too much like in adrenaline and I was so happy. Like I was, cheering, like moving. But then, like, before they raised my hand, I looked there and I saw him. He was barely standing. So yeah, I knew he was like, got hit.
Yeah.
Good. And yeah.
Well, it speaks to your power. The size difference was amazing. Like when you got in there and saw him and were sizing him up, did it feel striking to you? Like you're like, oh gosh. I mean, you're probably used to fighting guys who maybe are a little bit bigger, but it just like on TV, it was jarring to see how much bigger he was than you.
Yeah. He was very tall. Yeah. And I'm for lightweight, I'm not that tall. I'm kind of like small. But the taller you are, the skinnier you are. Because it's the same weight.
Sure.
So, I mean, he's not going to be that strong, but maybe like he has the reach and everything. But every advantage has disadvantage also. So I'm not afraid. And you see the result. Like
Yes.
it was good.
I saw the result. By the way, you were victorious in PFL. Why didn't they sign you?
Well, they give only one contract.
Yeah.
4 fights, one contract, and I couldn't finish my opponent. It was decision, and the other 3 fights were like finishes. So they gave it to somebody else.
Yeah. And so why did you not fight for a year?
Look, in May, they told me I was going to fight in Contender Series. So I was happy. Like they told me in between August, maybe in the end of August. So I went to USA, started training camp. It was I think in middle of June or something, like month and a half. And I'm training 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no date, no opening. And I was wondering like what's going on? And like eventually it didn't happen. I don't want to go into details, but it didn't happen. And then I came back to Israel. And then, I was training again and I went back again to USA. I was thinking maybe I'll do another fight in some promotion because I didn't want to sit around, not fighting. It's not good. It's not good. And then, they said they're gonna let me fight in the start of the year, like that. They're gonna give me the contract because of the things that happened. So they were trying to, make up to it. So they give me the contract and they said like they got me a fight. and that's what happened.
You say you train in America. That's in New Jersey, right? Fairfield, New Jersey, at K Dojo. That's where Khabib used to train when before he
Yeah,
went to AKA, right?
yeah.
How did you end up
Yeah.
there?
Well, I know you know it, but I'm Circassian.
Yes.
Uh, he is Circassian too. So I saw him in Instagram one day, like out of nowhere. And I see, and you recognize the Circassian people, mostly of the flag we have. And I see he had some hat with the flag on it. I say, wait a minute, he's a Circassian guy and he's a coach and he lives in USA. How I didn't see him until now. And I sent him a message and everything, and we talked. And I just flew to him, and we just met, talked. I trained there, and then from there we did everything together, like until to the UFC now.
I love it. I love the fact. Look, I'll be honest. I have a soft spot in my heart for Israel. It's a country that means a lot to me, and I defend it quite often. And I love the fact that you are from Israel, you rep Israel, but you are not Jewish, because I feel like most people
Yeah,
think Israel, Jews, bad people, Israel, bad craziness. So could I ask you, how do you, as a proud Muslim, right, as a practicing Muslim, as a proud Muslim, you are not Jewish,
yeah,
how do you feel about the state of Israel? And I hope that you don't feel like this is a too deep of a question, but I don't know if you saw, I tweeted the Israeli flag after you won, and the
yeah,
comments weren't very kind. Then I think
yeah.
I confused people when I said you weren't Jewish, because I don't think people understand that you can be from Israel and not be Jewish. So I just wanted to know how you feel about the state of Israel and representing the state of Israel as a Muslim.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, there is no problem, man. Like, there's a lot of Muslims in here. Like, I think million plus. I mean, there's no problems. Like the war between Gaza and stuff. I don't go in there. I'm not. I don't. I hate that. I just trying to live like peacefully with my family and trying to make a career and stuff. But as a Muslim, I mean, the area I live in, almost most of the parts in Israel, there's no problem. Like people like each other. Like they like racism is not too much in here, so everything's normal. I don't know why people think that, but they need to be happy also, because listen, imagine if you say I represent Israel, it's good for the Jews. I represent Muslims and I represent Circassian too. It's like a win-win for everyone,
It's
right?
beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, for those that don't know, what region is Circassian?
Region, we used to live until today. We live there, but less because of the war we had with Russia. It's in northwest Caucasus.
Wow.
So we
Okay.
used to live there, yeah. And still, but like I said, less. We had a war with Russia. It's a long history. I mean,
Yes.
I don't want to go in there, but after the war, like people start, trying to go to some place. So we went to Turkey, and there was a war, and the Turkey took us to. Back then, it wasn't Israel,
Yeah.
because when we were there, there was no Israel yet. So they took us there to secure their lands they conquered. And after the war was over, we just preferred to stay there because we already like settled there and we felt good, like we loved the area. So we just stayed there, and then they start slowly, uh, made Israel then. So that's how we ended up in Israel.
And you were born in Israel?
Yeah, I was born. My mother also, my father, like were born there.
Amazing.
Yes,
Do you find it
yeah.
funny that people assume off the bat that you are Jewish? Like I saw some people were texting me like, "Oh, this is great. We have a Jewish friend." I'm like, "Guys, he's not Jewish." I was like, "This makes it even better. I love this. I love the fact that there are other, religions, other people living in Israel, and they are proud to represent it." This actually, like, to me, it made me even happier, the fact when I found out, because your name is a sort of Israeli name, right? Yanal Ashmouz. It sounds like any other name from Israel to a degree. But do you laugh when people think that you're Jewish just because you're from Israel off the bat?
Well, man, I mean, it was too much. Like a lot of people, they curse you and everything. They think you're Jewish. I'm used to it. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Because it happened to me a lot. And well, whatever they want, it's their opinion. But it's not the truth. So I don't care. I mean, I am who I am, and soon everyone will know. Yeah.
I haven't been to Israel since my honeymoon in 2008, but I'm going back this summer, and I can't wait. Get the food there, the hummus, the manouche, abulafia, all these places. It's an incredible. I mean, the cuisine is what I'm most excited about. Also, go to the beach and everything like that. But I miss the food, so the sambusek, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, of course, man. Of course, hummus, everything, the meat,
Oh my gosh,
shawarma, and
shawarma.
oh,
Oh,
man. You know the good thing is here also, you can enjoy the Jews' food and the Arabs' food, like
that's
the
right.
Muslims' food.
Well,
Great, man.
my family, my mother is from Beirut and my dad's from Egypt, so I have the best of both worlds, right? I have the.
Of course.
It's incredible, and so when you're not training in New Jersey, you're back home in Israel.
Yep, exactly.
Is there any training there? Like, what is the scene like there?
Well, there is, yeah, of course. Like, there's a couple good fighters in Israel. Actually, like they're going up slowly, but they live in the center. It's like Tel Aviv or Beersheba. It's like more in the south, and I
Yeah.
live in the north.
Ah,
There's not too much, gyms. There are, but it's not too high level, like UFC. I mean,
sure,
and
sure.
I here with my guys. Like, I have some couple of guys in my village also. Like, they like MMA. They are not even amateur fighters because they didn't do amateur fighters, but like their level are good. So I'm training with them every 10. I teach them and I train with them. And I do like fitness every 10 until I go to training camp.
Okay. Do you ever do Krav Maga?
Oh, no.
No, no, no.
Like, I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like it.
Why? Why?
I have no idea. I don't have connection with it. Like,
Okay.
I prefer like the real fight,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Krav Maga is like a little bit like kung fu, right? Like it's hard to really use it in.
Yeah, it's like timing and
Yeah.
like points and stuff like that. So I don't like it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Since it was a quick fight, how soon do you want to come back?
Well, I don't know if you know, but in a couple of days, Ramadan is coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
That's
I think
right.
I'm going to rest Ramadan. Yeah, I'm going to fast and I'm going to keep training, of course. But I prefer like to relax a little bit and enjoy with my family. And after that, we'll see. Like, whatever date comes up, I'll try my best, to go and fight. Because, like you said, it was a quick fight, so I'm not injured, nothing. So I'm ready to go.
Man, this is a special time to get a win like that. Your UFC debut, and now it's Ramadan, the holiest period for. I mean, you're now. This is going to be your best one yet, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is my best one, like in my whole career, like all fights. This is the best one.
I bet. Yeah. Did you ever go to those Bellator cards in Israel?
No, no,
You didn't go to those a couple
no.
years ago? They look like they were good crowds. There were a lot of people there. So you know what I'm talking about. A couple years ago, they were in Tel Aviv, I think.
Yeah, yeah. They did like 3 or 4 times, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But no, no, I didn't go there actually. No.
You like pro
I
wrestling?
didn't- Wrestling me?
Yeah, you like pro wrestling like WWE? You know this WWE? You know about it?
I like wrestling, watch and wrestle too, but
Y-
I haven't wrestled my whole life. Like, I don't have no background nothing.
No, but there's a guy in WWE right now. His name is Sami Zayn. He's Persian. You know Sami Zayn? Have you heard of him?
No.
He's a big star. And when I saw you, the Red Fox, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy looks exactly like Sami Zayn. I have a picture here. I want to show you. Look, do you see this?
Let me see.
You see this here? Can we show it to Yanal? Okay, just give us a second here. Here's Yanal
Okay.
and Sami Zayn side by side. We're going to show it to you. I'll get your reaction here. I think the resemblance is uncanny. It's going to pop up here any second.
Yeah.
Did it pop up? What? Right?
Oh man.
You look like him.
Well, yeah, yeah.
This guy's
Yeah.
big star. He's
Oh,
a big star in WWE. And when I saw you for
oh
the first,
man.
I was like, oh my gosh, if your hair was a little bit longer, it would be the same guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Look him up.
Yeah,
Sami
I've never
Zayn.
seen him. Yeah.
Where'd you
I'll
get
look
the
for it.
nickname?
Red Fox? Well, it's not that like special. Like, when I started the MMA fighting, so I was working at some factory. I changed like a couple of times my workplace. I was young, so you get a little bit like you get bored and you go to
Sure,
some
sure.
place. So whatever, yeah, I was in some factory and some guy of my village was working there also. So they told us you need a nickname, so you need to come up with something. So we were throwing some names and stuff. So he just came out with let's go with Red Fox. I said let's go. You know what? I don't know if it's gonna stick until today. So, but you see, like we have it still.
You said, "Yalla, let's go, Red Fox, no problem."
Exactly.
Exactly, exactly. By the way, you speak Hebrew and Arabic at home, or just Arabic, or just Hebrew? What do you speak?
No, I speak Hebrew, Circassian, and I know Arabic too, but mostly I read and I write.
Wow.
Talking less, yeah, but I can read more. Yeah,
Wow, you can
right.
read and write, but talking is harder.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, but the first language at home is Hebrew.
No, no. We speak
Circassian.
Circassian, our own language. Yeah.
Wow. Is that more like what? Like Russian? Closer to Russian?
It's actually not close to anything. Maybe like it's similar to you can say like the Chechens and the
Uh,
Abkhaz.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're the same word, but not the same, meanings.
Got it.
You know. Yeah.
Wow, fascinating. Well, what a story. What a background you have. Very happy for you. Congratulations. Chazak on the big win. And way to represent, my friend. It's an unbelievable thing that you're doing. And I love your diverse background. So, I mean, enjoy the victory. I think you're going home soon, right? You're going back to Israel soon?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so safe
Tomorrow.
travels home. And I look forward to many more fights from you in the UFC.
Yep. Thank you very much. It was an honor for me to be here. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. There he is. Yanal Ashmouz, the Red Fox.